We are no longer gonna get alongside ever, Cody Rhodes says he and top WWE famous person dislike E. Cody Rhodes in recent times revealed his emotions upon returning to the WWE locker room, revealing that he and a top Raw celeb in reality dislike every different. After spending severe years within the Stamford primarily based organization, the Yank Nightmare left in 2016. Almost 3 years later, Rhodes have become Authority's vice chairman of AEW. Inside the root of his tenure in Tony Khan's selling, the 37 to 12 months antique took numerous shots at WWE and Triple H, but Rhodes returned to WWE final April at WrestleMania 38. In a recent interview with My Mom's Basement, Rhodes found out how it felt whilst he again to the locker room of the Stamford-based enterprise organization. I felt almost like no one made me feel this way. I felt almost like an outsider, and to some extent, a piece like an enemy. Due to the reality we had put on any such conflict on Wednesday nights, and I had performed matters, and said matters. And that they were not things you may walk lower back. They are belongings you live with, and there is motives for them and you stand via them. But as masses as I might have felt that way, I was met with familiar faces like a Kofi Kingston, he said. The Yank Nightmare talked about that Seth Rollins moreover handled him as an asset despite them simply disliking each one of a kind. After which I used to be met with the final character Seth Rollins, who is carrying Raw and just so proper, and for him to no longer observe me because the enemy but for him to have a look at me, as an asset. And Seth, and that I clearly, in case you ask him the same element, if he was sitting in this chair he'd tell you, he would no longer like me. I do not like Seth. We are now not gonna get alongside ever. However, the utmost appreciate for him. And for him to have observed me as an asset made me now not worry approximately what absolutely everyone else turned into thinking. Rhodes delivered.